Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today we are going to be reacting to DBG ranking the best centers in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, this video did come out before the content yesterday, so that is something to take into consideration. If you don't see a card, it's likely that they probably came out yesterday. But obviously, DBG and I share some opinions, differ on some opinions, and so that's why I do make these videos. I want to give a huge shout out to DBG and make sure to go subscribe to him if you haven't yet. If you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash the subscribe button as we're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that by the new year. That would be absolutely incredible.
Let me just show you guys.
This
There's
is bad.
not many of these that are great.
This is
But
bad.
It really is not. Like, yeah, some of them are decent for cheap.
Like outside of
but they're
Cowens, this
really
is
not great.
bad.
So, honestly, there are a lot of great power forwards to run a center.
That's the thing.
Like a very similar job
Like
to what these
Blake,
top centers do.
Draymond, like a lot of them are. I agree.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that I would use are power forwards. Otherwise, I would definitely look at my power forward list yesterday or 2 days ago. No, power forward.
But still, nonetheless, a lot of these guys,
guys,
I'm excited to see where he puts them. Like,
definitely
it's going to be very, very interesting.
Especially even to run a center. So we're going to start off with Brook Lopez. I mean,
He's
he
not
is the most
terrible.
confusing card in the game. It's a Milwaukee Bucks Brook Lopez. So like we all know how Brook Lopez is nowadays. He's a sniper.
He loves
he's
to
a good
shoot,
shooter.
man.
He can shoot
I think he's got a
but he can come
73
really
ball.
good stretch big. Plays great interior defense.
He's a great interior defender.
The slowest player.
He's
one of
very
the slowest
slow.
players in the league. For some reason, this card can't really shoot.
This card is
But
interesting.
he's got silver clamps and is fast for a big man.
He is. Because
I don't get it.
when Brook first came out, he was okay
But
because he
he's
was mobile a little
Then we
bit.
got Artist Gilmore.
Pink Diamond Artist is a step
I mean,
above.
he's big.
He's a step above Brook.
He's a big body, I guess.
He's a step above Brook. If Artist is D tier, if Pink Diamond Artist is D tier, good luck. He's C tier. Wow.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's 7'2". He's not the slowest.
Then we've got our
Wow.
George Mikan. I mean, George Mikan's A tier.
For a center, I mean,
It's
he
mad that
probably
George
is A
Mikan is still
tier.
in that conversation for S tier center.
No.
Like, you better believe we're talking
I
small
don't-
forwards.
I mean, center is
Elgin
low,
Baylor is
though.
D tier. And he's a better overall card.
Elgin
than George
Baylor's
Mikan. It's
way
just-
better than George
he's just that this
Mikan.
position is weak. So Mikan, base 4, he actually is a really nice release.
I just don't. I
Shoots
don't
the
know.
ball well.
I don't know what it is
Does,
about
like,
George Mikan.
He
I just
does
hate him, bro.
A lot of decent
He's
things
just
in
slow.
game.
Yeah, he's just
It's just-
slow, man.
I don't know. I just think he's that little bit
He
slow.
can't really move.
And can't reshoot from the wings.
Who we got
Then
next?
we have got Sam Perkins.
Sam Perkins objectively is not better than Artist Gilmore. Okay, I'm going to say that right now. Pink Diamond Artist Gilmore is way better than Sam Perkins. Artist should probably be B tier realistically. Pink Diamond Artist. Sam Perkins belongs in D tier. Realistically, Artist Gilmore.
Sam Perkins can shoot.
Artist Gilmore is realistically
reason,
better
he's C
than
tier.
Sam Perkins.
can
He
shoot
is.
the ball.
That's all I can say.
Can't do anything else. Like if you're looking for a big man and you want him to do literally anything apart from shoot the ball, Sam Perkins won't do it. He does.
I
he
hate
does one
Sam
thing
Perkins'
really well, and
release
that's
too.
offense.
Like, give me
Nothing
Brook
else.
Lopez over Sam Perkins too. I
He does
don't like Sam
nothing-
Perkins
Nothing else
at all. I really don't like
Then
Sam.
we got Vin Baker.
I really don't like this list
So
and how
Vin-
it's going so far.
Vinsanity himself, Mr. Vinsanity himself.
I've not used the
funnily
card. I
enough,
don't think.
He actually went to the University of Hartford, and I'm pretty sure he might be their only ever NBA player. But I went to visit one of my friends there a couple of years ago who was playing on the basketball team. So basically, with Vin Baker, they had like their whole like trophy room where they had like the basketball trophies, like a section for the basketball trophies, a section for like say the tennis.
It's probably
trophies,
all
and
Vin
for-
Baker.
And they have like an entire section like for Vin Baker. For
I
stuff that
believe it.
Vin Baker has done.
If he was, I believe that.
They have an entire
100%.
like section of their trophy room dedicated to Vin Baker.
I definitely believe that.
Absolute baller, lads. Absolute baller.
Where are you putting Al
Then we got Al
Horford?
Horford. I mean, he's better than these guys.
I do not think he's better than Artist Gilmore, though. I don't.
I hate him, but he's better than these guys.
I do not think he's better than Artist Gilmore.
Paul Frey, Willis Reed.
Oh,
yeah,
good
worthless.
lord. Willis Reed. Oh, my word.
Man, he sucks.
He's
He absolutely
terrible.
sucks.
That card is terrible. Thurman's A
Thurman,
tier.
A tier.
No question about it. He's
We're
A
looking
tier.
at centers.
He is. He's
We are
Mike.
talking about centers. Nate Thurman, A tier. No question.
No
about
question. He's good for a center.
It. No question.
Defensively.
About it, that Nate Thurman.
Remember this. The center
He's
position
got
is
goal
so
clamp,
weak.
Rebounds is moderately fast. Yes, he is not worth 150 tokens.
Not even close.
He is worth nowhere near 150, but the guy is good.
He's okay.
Then we
Bill
got
Russell,
I mean,
he's A tier at least,
Russell's
maybe S.
like if we have Nate Thurman in A, then Bill Russell.
Bill Russell's at least A. Absolutely, they are
Nate
similar.
Thurman, I think, is that little bit better, but
I don't know about that. Bill Russell's faster, so it's hard. It's hard to separate the two. It is.
Then we got Lanier.
B.
Lanier's probably C tier. Lanier's not awful. I just don't think he's...
It's just like I get DBG likes outside centers, but there's Artis Gilmore truly is not that bad. I don't think.
Great.
I don't love him. I wouldn't run him, but
Can't
to
really
say
shoot,
Sam Perkins
big
is better
body.
than him is just not right.
He's actually really fast though.
I think he's B tier.
Does not suit my playstyle in the slightest, but he's not awful.
I'd put Lanier B tier.
Then we got Buggy Cousins.
Ew.
D tier.
No
Buggy Cousins
way.
is terrible.
I mean, D tier is
Buggy
right.
Cousins is
D tier is right, but I'm just saying no way at the fact that he is not the same level as Artis Gilmore. And I know I'm going to stop talking about it sooner than later, but Artis Gilmore is getting disrespected.
Absolutely shockingly bad, lads.
Boogie Cousins
He
is
a
bad.
that
I remember
I get it, people liked him day one.
day one, everybody was pulling him like, oh my gosh, look at
Rick
and
Smiths.
he's terrible. I mean, where are you going to put him?
I mean, is he any worse than Bob? Would I rather use Rick Smiths or Bob Lanier? Give me Rick Smiths. He's 7'4".
I disagree.
Yeah, and he's actually not that slow. Like 55 speed. He's the fastest giant.
Give me Artis Gilmore,
apart from his bones.
Lanier, and Rick.
Rick Smith's got
Artis
good
Gilmore and
mid-range as well.
Lanier
I like
over Rick.
I really like Rick Smiths.
He's not.
I know a lot of people don't like him as much as I do.
He
but
probably
I
belongs at C tier though. I'm not going to disagree.
Olajuwon Diamond.
He's not
I
worthless.
mean,
He's D tier.
D. He doesn't do anything that well.
He's D
He's
tier.
a good rim protector.
He's a worse Artis
That's
Gilmore.
kind of it. He's not the fastest. Post game's worthless this year. I mean, if post hooks work like last year, he might guess use Hakeem in the higher tier, but
Hakeem is bad.
He can't be higher.
Day one he was
Then we've
fine,
got
but
this year's Patrick
he's
Ewing.
not that bad.
The guy who only gets put on tier lists to get moved into.
Ben Wallace isn't that bad, okay? I'm not gonna say he's not worthless, but he's better than Willis Reed. I mean, he is.
The guy not only can't shoot the ball, he can't score a layup. He can't hit a mid-range shot. The guy can't.
Defensively,
make a layup.
he's decent
The guy
though.
can't.
But we're
he's
not comparing
6'9",
him to
so he's
Dino.
undersized. He does.
Look at some of his
nothing.
defensive badges,
He
though.
brings nothing.
I
to a team.
disagree. I disagree.
He's not even gonna be able to block shots because the dude's 6'9".
But
He's
you
basically like,
you say that, but you play Draymond Green at center. Like you have no problem playing 6'7" Dre at center, and Ben Wallace has way better. And
like, imagine if they took everything that's good about Draymond Green, his ability to guard mobile centers, his ability to shoot the three ball, attack the basketball.
He's 2 inches taller than Draymond. He's got better defensive badges, I'm pretty sure, than Draymond.
It's like imagine they took everything good off Draymond Green, and you were just left with his shell. That's basically what you're getting with Ben Wallace. He is terrible. He is one of the worst cards I have used this year.
I don't like this disrespect.
Emeralds. Give me gold Marc Gasol.
No, stop. No.
Give me gold Marc Gasol over Ben Wallace.
No.
Give me gold Marc Gasol over Ben Wallace.
No.
He is awful. Give me Myers Leonard over give me Emerald Myers Leonard over Ben Wallace 10 days out of 10. Maybe a Kareem.
I disagree.
Like some people do though.
I don't like Kareem, but a lot of people do like that
just
Kareem
don't.
card. He's pretty similar level
He's a
to
big body.
Hakeem.
And this year posted.
But that's why I'm mad that Artis Gilmore is at D tier. Artis Gilmore is better than those guys.
I've yet to use him on next gen. I will say that.
It's not gonna matter if they can't shoot, really.
Right, but like post game's dead in 2K. Since they nerfed post game's been dead since they nerfed post hooks last year. When they nerfed post
hooks used to be so overpowered. I remember I used to like get in the lane and cheese with Galaxy Opal Giannis in 2K19 and post fades, post hooks. They were so overpowered.
Game is dead. Then we have
Alonzo's not bad. You can't put him in D tier. Wow.
I mean, Zoe is C tier.
He belongs in C tier, absolutely.
I mean, you could maybe argue B tier for Zendy.
He's pretty good.
He shoot the ball a little bit.
He's the best at C tier, I'll say that.
But no, C's fine.
I'd be intrigued because the last tier list I watched at the center position, he had Dikembe Mutombo below. Who was it? Who was he below? Was it? I don't even remember.
KP. Okay.
But he had Dikembe Mutombo so low.
But KP is an A tier on next gen.
Not used him on next gen. I haven't.
Not Trey Burke base. Brook Lopez base. And that might actually make Brook Lopez himself a better shooter.
I don't like the Brook Lopez base like that on next gen though. I like Elgin Baylor more on current gen, so it's just different for me than DBG, I guess. I don't know.
I'm telling you, Kristaps does not miss next gen. He's a god. But current gen, I mean, current gen, he's still probably better than these guys here. So I think B tier is a right spot. Although if we were talking next gen, put Kristaps in
he's
A.
probably B tier.
He's the best player.
He's probably B tier.
And we have got Dikembe Mutombo.
Don't disrespect him.
B tier.
He disrespected him last time.
He is one of the best at what he does in the game.
DBG disrespected him last time. Put him. He might be A tier. Yup.
I hate him. I hate him.
He disrespected Dikembe last time, and he learned. Dikembe's good.
He's one of the best cards at what
he's good.
He's one of the best rim protectors in the game.
He
dunks the ball super well. If you want to send it a standing dunk, you can't get much better than a Dikembe. So
he's good at what he does. Exactly
Dikembe
right.
Has to go into A tier. I hate him. Like, he is not.
I think it was the Judas Ilgauskas who we put over Dikembe, and I was just astonished. I was like, wow.
No, yeah, he's one of my most disliked centers that I've used.
He's good.
You better believe he's effective. Someone else that he uses him, he's effective.
Mark Eaton, bro. He might be worthless,
like
bro.
Slower and worse Rick Smits. I get it, he's a giant, but like,
he really might be worthless. Like, I'm sorry, if you're using Mark Eaton at right now, I'm sorry. Like
he is.
I'm sorry.
You need a certain play style, but like he doesn't.
Rick Smits is better than Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton doesn't do anything.
And we got Moses.
B tier.
I mean,
he's a little bit worse than all those guys.
He's got elite speed, can get defensive badge, but 40-something ladder points is poor.
He can't shoot.
He actually shoots the 3-ball quite well.
He's got a low 60s 3-ball. He does not shoot the 3-ball quite well.
This is a tough one.
No, he doesn't. Keep him in B.
Him versus Bill Russell and Nate Thurmond.
Bill Russell and Nate Thurmond are better. Yes, they are.
I mean, let's give the benefit to the free cards or the token cards. Let's put Moses in B.
Yeah, absolutely.
How?
I don't like Pau Gasol, but he's not worthless.
His release is cruised. C tier.
I don't like the card, but he's not worthless.
Absolutely cruised. If he had a good release.
Still give me Pink Diamond Artist Gilmore way. Artist Gilmore is better than any other card, maybe outside of Alonzo Mourning at C tier.
It is horrendous. Then we got Chris Bosh.
I have not used the card enough to know. I really haven't.
I mean, C.
I haven't used him enough.
Next gen, you're probably putting Bosch into B, but current gen, the guy's C. He actually is a decent shooter.
Not used him enough.
Kind of like what I remember shot they gave Chris Bosh this year. Yes, it is not base 29. He had base 29, which is Zion Williamson, Glenn Robinson, Sean Elliott, etc. He had that release last year, which is actually this year.
I remember last year,
so
everybody loved Bosh.
He no longer has base
and that release
29,
is fire this year.
Look, he's still really good. And his release is good, and he's going to
be... But yeah, I haven't used Bosh enough this year. But when he came out, people were high on him. He's 8. He might be S tier. Yeah, he might be S tier. He's good.
Ewing's the best center on this list.
No, I mean, no, he's not the best center on the list.
It's not saying much. Like, it is honestly
right now he is
saying that he's the best center we've seen so far. But
so far, yes, so far.
It's just a fact.
So far, I thought he said in the entire list. No, but
solid.
So far, I agree. He's solid.
Noah, let me get into D tier.
I'm sorry. If you're using Joakim,
Shaq is the best at what he does.
If you're using Joakim Noah or even Shaq, what are you doing?
Game, so I'm gonna put him in B tier.
Shaq.
Would I ever use Shaq? No. Do I hate playing against Shaq? Yes. He gets every offensive.
He does get a ton of rebounds, though.
This is true. Good bumping animation in the game. The animations Shaq triggers are just so annoying that I'm putting him in B tier. Is he good? No.
He's not good. No. Yeah, you might.
I'm gonna leave him there.
I'm not gonna argue it.
He's not good. I hate using him, but I hate playing against him.
Because for some people, he is the best rebounder in the game, and so
like if I see any of those C tier or below centers, I'm like
Artist Gilmore.
I've already won this game. Doesn't matter who the person is. I've won this game.
All right, DBG. No matter who the person is, play me. I will use Artist Gilmore, but you're required to use Sam Perkins since he's ahead of Artist Gilmore, and we can play. Because Artist Gilmore is good. I don't like this. I don't like this slander on Artist.
To be fair, if I see Shaq, Moses, or Kristaps, I normally will think as well I've won this game. But the difference is, I see Shaq, I know I could be in for a bad time with him catching a bunch of offensive boards. Andrea Bargnani.
Where's he gonna put him? I'm nervous he's going to take him to S. I'm nervous. He's not S tier.
Better for me than Mikan.
He's not S tier, though. Do not put him in S tier. Do not.
I'm not going to do it, but...
DBG, do not. Do not do it.
I'm not far off chucking you off S tier.
Do not do it.
Like,
Barg is the lowest at A tier. That's all I can
one
say.
Of the best at what he does.
He's the lowest at A tier.
Like he's not this like jack of all trade. Like there are a lot of jack of all trade point guards in the game, or say centers in the game that can do a little bit of everything.
Not really. I mean, there's not a lot of centers that can shoot and play defense in the game. There's just not.
He doesn't really. And
Barg can't either.
Fair, if you're looking at jack of all trade centers, there's Dave Cowens and there's power forwards.
That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of them.
Seems to be a specialist. You've got Ewing as an inside center. Mikan, who's just kind of... Actually, no, Mikan can do a bit of everything.
Yeah, but
he's a sniper. Bill Russell's a defender. Dikembe, who's a rim protector and big body.
Barg belongs at A. I'm not going to debate that.
I might move Bargnani up.
No, do not.
Then we got Greg Oden.
Ew.
I mean, he gets nice animations. He's kind of fast.
He's C tier, probably. Do not move him up.
He's better than all these guys. He's B. I can't believe I'm putting Greg Oden in B tier.
That's the thing.
He's not good.
Greg Oden is not good, but I mean,
definitely better than all those guys in C.
I haven't played with Oden enough to really debate it. I'm intrigued for Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
I don't think Yao Ming is good. He is like Yao Ming is straight up bad, but
boy,
because my whole thing is that if someone doesn't know how to play the game,
but why would you not just pick up Rick Smits? I mean,
drop step with Yao Ming, they're gonna have a lot of success.
I guess he is Hall of Fame drop stepper. I mean, I get it.
You're coming up.
I get it.
Also, if you are playing against a guy who doesn't know what they're doing, and you drop step with Yao, you will score every single time. He has a very like easy to use player.
I mean, he is.
But he's not a player you would ever see in a competitive setting.
I would never play with him.
But at the same time, you would not see any player below A tier.
A tier, yeah.
Setting. So
nobody's running either of those guys.
I'd probably put Samson. He'd be an 8. Probably an 8.
Samson?
Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, he's A. When he's badged up, he's A.
Wow.
Don't think he's great.
I'm not gonna argue it. I don't love Catch Release on current gen at least, but a fully badged out defensive cat is nice. I'm not gonna argue.
Can't knock the fact that he is definitely better than all these guys in B.
I'm not gonna argue that.
France, high B. Pick and pop jump shooter. Pick and
okay, I'm fine with this.
Base 28.
Ray's jump shot is so butter though.
Really, really good things
He's
about him.
just so bad on defense.
Just a little bit slow, honestly. Like
which is
Bargnani's
slow,
a bit fast,
yeah.
No range extender. 4 hot zones, but LaFrance
he's
is
tough to
really
use
good,
on defense.
For his price, he's good. Big Z.
Yeah, where are you taking Big Z? Because
25 speed.
Last time Big Z was I think he was way ahead of Dikembe, like 2 tiers above him. Where
he's an offensive beast.
Whoa. Why is he an A tier?
One of these.
He's definitely not an A tier.
I'm gonna go. I'm putting him in A.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
DBG was so close to learning. I thought he learned. He put Dikembe in A. I thought Big Z would be C, maybe D. Here's the thing. You want me to go through and name every center below Zydrunas that I'd rather play with Zydrunas? I will. Okay? I'd rather have Rafe on the court than Big Z. I'd rather have Moses Malone. I'd rather have KP. I don't know about Shaq, Greg Oden, or Yao. I'm not going to even name them because I've never played with them really. I'd rather have Bob Lanier. I'd rather have Alonzo Mourning. I'd probably rather have Chris Bosh. I'd rather have Artis Gilmore. I'd rather have Brooke Lopez. I'd rather have all of those guys than Big Z. I would.
I'm putting him in A.
That's my opinion.
Who I would take, Zydrunas Ilgauskas or LaFrance, I'm taking Ilgauskas.
You're crazy.
No. Being 7-3 doesn't mean as much as being 7-3 last year. He's going to be 2.
You're crazy.
Although there is going to be a 7-3 guy who's way better than him. And we got someone to join Patrick Ewing and
the best center in the game, and it's not close.
There are 2 primary centers in the game, in my opinion, that are streets ahead of the rest. Like, the top 2 are nowhere near. There should probably be a god tier for Dave Cowens and this other person.
Dave Cowens is so nice. Who's the other person?
Where they are, but
Rudy Gobert is not even close to being as good as Dave.
So down money, you got to put 5 or 6 in S tier. Those belong there. But Cowens does everything. He dribbles the ball. He shoots the ball.
Cowens can't really dribble. He can't dribble.
Quick for step gold. And to be fair, even though his dribbling SIGs aren't the best, speed glitching's the thing on current gen.
Yeah, but if anybody bumps him, he's losing the ball.
Boost, or as long as you're quick for a step. He just does a bit of everything, and he's a defensive god, so he is S tier. And we got Dino Raja. I mean, upper B.
Yeah, looking at B, Dino's got to be B.
Yeah, he belongs upper B, I guess.
He does. The B tier is
even
bad.
Lower A, you could argue.
You could.
Really good speed, really good length.
He's way better than Big Z.
He's a beast. He's really good. I'm telling you, he's more than usable.
I'm not going to disagree with anything he's saying outside of Big Z. That is wild to me.
I mean, Wilt.
Why is Wilt ahead of Art? Like,
I hate him, but you objectively can't say he is worse than Shaq and Grego. He's that much
you
worse.
can, but then Artis Gilmore belongs there too.
You can argue he's worse. You can't argue he's that.
Like, just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna vouch for my man's Artis real quick. I'm going to, because I've been harping on it a long time. Artis Gilmore got an 80 mid-range jumper. Fair enough, he can't shoot the ball from 3. 95 block, 94 interior, great rebounder, 65 speed with 65 lateral quickness. Okay, what is Wilt Chamberlain doing better than Artis Gilmore? I don't understand. Artis Gilmore is fine. I don't understand the hate behind Artis.
Into B tier. Then we got Marcus Camby.
I hate him.
I mean, I don't like him, but
he might be A tier.
Am I right in saying he's objectively A tier?
B or A, probably.
He's
probably objectively A tier. He's bad.
If we've got Nate Thurman. Yeah, if we got Nate Thurman this tier, I hate him. I don't think he's good.
I still think Nate Thurman's better, but
I don't think a lot of these guys are good. Camby is an A tier center though. D-Rob getting to S tier. D-Rob is good, man. Like, this is another one where I'm like, you know what, this target.
D-Rob's a lot better on next gen than current gen. I do want to say that before he goes any further.
A little bit. He's got some speed.
Next gen D-Rob's very good.
Badges, good rebounder, good length, 7'1" as well.
Next gen, he's elite.
Of really good things going for him.
I'm gonna say it right now. When we get a David Robinson with a better 3-ball, it depends. If he has steady shooter on current gen, he's not gonna be as good. But blinders on next gen is ridiculous.
A fantastic player and definitely deserving of a spot as the third player in S tier. Then we got the fourth player in S tier, and this is like 1B in terms of centers. You got Dave Counts and you got Rudy Gobert.
They're not even comparable. Not even
comparable.
comparable.
On what you are trying to do with Rudy Gobert, or with your center. If you just want to pick and pop center and someone to stand in the corners, like honestly,
but
just get Gobert instead of
he's
Counts.
not that fast. He's better for his price than Dave Counts. Absolutely, 100%. He is.
And also, he's a better shooter. His release, I don't know what release it is, but it doesn't matter what gen it is. The guy does not miss if you're wide open. He's ridiculous.
I still think Chicken Man Tim is better. But
Gobert
is definitely S tier. He's definitely S tier. I'm not arguing that.
Here.
I'm just saying.
In my opinion, is the number 2 center.
He is number 2.
Behind, or honestly, for me, he's number 1. For my style, he's number 2. But if you want to argue he's number 1, I'm not.
He's number 2 for me too. I'm not saying he's bad. I just don't think he's comparable to Dave.
Centers that are worth running. I think Gobert is worth running anyway, and then for the price of D-Rob,
yeah, D-Rob's not bad.
Honestly, like for the price of D-Rob,
even if you have Patrick Ewing, like if you got him, you can run him. He's fine.
Kevin Garnett or even a Tim Duncan or something.
Duncan is nice.
Then we got Jokic.
He's A. He's upper A tier.
A. Doesn't do much on defense, but offensively,
honestly, he might be S tier.
Enough that he is in this.
He might be.
Tier. Like, if we've got Bargnani in here, Jokic belongs here. And on next gen, his release isn't that broken. I'm going to say it right now.
I don't even mind his release on current gen that much.
So, yeah, he belongs here.
Jokic might be S tier for me.
Honestly, Jokic is like a slightly better Larry Markkinen, though, at the end of the day. Like, he is very much the slightly.
He's way better than Laurie. Way better.
Better Larry Markkinen.
Way better.
Then we have got... We've got our Arvydas Sabonis. Sabonis is going S tier.
I don't disagree. But if Sabonis is a better Jokic, that's a good comparison. Sabonis is a better Jokic.
He's 7'3", can move a bit. It's not like he's an absolutely...
It's not like he's Mirsan from last year, but he can move a bit.
Incredible.
He's serviceable. Like I could go into Unlimited with Sabonis and he wouldn't sell me. You know what I'm saying?
But he can shoot the lights out, and the guy's 7'3". Let's just take that into account. The guy is 7'3". So for that reason, I think he is most definitely belonging here in S tier. And unlike Ilgauskas, he's got 50 speed.
Yeah, Ilgauskas is terrible.
Slightly worse Bargnani. Gotta put him in the same tier as him. If you prefer Bargnani, you prefer all.
I'm fine with this. I don't love LaMarcus, but
everything I said about Bargnani comes to. You can say the same thing about Aldridge. Same release.
Bar got bronze range though, which is nice.
Then we've got Sanders.
He's not terrible.
I mean,
He belongs in B tier. He is not terrible.
B tier, I guess.
He belongs in B tier. He's not terrible.
Yes, he's B tier. He's a decent defender. Plays no offense. Nah, let's put him C.
I mean, if Alonzo Mourning, C, I guess. But what you can definitely see with DBG is he likes centers that can shoot. I mean, Big Z over Larry Sanders is absolutely blasphemy to me, but
Plays no
this
offense.
is his list. This is DBG's list. That's why I make this to have my opinions as well. Larry Sanders, Bob Lanier, Alonzo Mourning, way better than Big Z in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Offense. Will Chamberlain's bigger than him. He'd be kind of, to be honest, this B and C tier are just interchangeable. I do think there's a bit of a gap between, say, A tiers.
Yeah, there is.
And say a B tier's Wilt or Shaq. I think there's a bit of a difference between A tier and B tier.
But
two tiers.
B and C is just
like
throw them into a hat.
3 tiers right here from B to D tier. I don't think any of them are good.
There's some at D tier that are just way worse. Like Artist Gilmore, I don't know why he's at D tier. I genuinely do not know.
I would use LaFrance.
Why is Rick Smith's... Okay. Artist Gilmore is what? 7'2", I think. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out DBG's mindset behind artists in D tier. I don't understand.
If I were to play a game, next gen I would use KP. He's so good on next gen that I'm moving him up to A tier. He's in the usable category. Wow. And for budget guys, I would still put...
But Artist Gilmore is usable. That's the problem I have with this. I promise you, if I go into a competitive game with Artist Gilmore, he does not sell me. If I got Steph Curry and can move around screens, Artist Gilmore is not going to sell me because he's decent enough on the defensive end. And so I have that mindset behind Artist, behind Larry Sanders, Bob Lanier, Alonzo Mourning. Like, you can get by with running these guys. They're decent enough on the defensive end. You just got to run them as a pick and roll guy. And DBG hates that. And so I understand it. But at the center position, I'm a little more lenient if the guy can't shoot.
So, but like, if we're talking about who I would potentially use in an unlimited team, it is these two top tiers, and I wouldn't even look at anyone else on this center tier list. So anyway, yeah. So
that's like the big difference for me. A guy like Big Z would absolutely get me killed in a competitive type setting where artists could hold it down. And so that's the big thing. Usually DBG says no guys 2 tiers higher, 2 tiers too low. And with Artist Gilmore and Big Z, I think if you switch those two around, I'm a lot more content with this list. But other than that, this is a list I disagree with more heavily than a lot of his lists. But again, shout out to DBG for creating a pretty good list. At S tier, I'm fine with it. Maybe move Jokic up. A tier's even fine. It's just B through D is just an absolute. I'm lost with it, but it is what it is, guys. Shout out to DBG. Do you guys value offense in Big Z more, or do you guys lean towards defense more with Artist Gilmore, a guy like Alonzo Mourning? Let me know that down below in the comments, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are doing. As always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.